The grave furnishings comprised of red and black pottery, iron artifacts, small weapons, and horse trappings. The presence of grave goods perhaps indicate that people believed in a kind of afterlife, and so these items would be of use to the dead person when he is reborn in some later period of time. Or maybe they also believed in a kind of ancestor worship. So, graffiti on pottery found in southern India has again similarity with the Harappan script in certain regions. Similar iron artifacts were found in many places, similar kinds of artifacts, which show that the blacksmiths who were the crafters of craftsmen for these artifacts, it might mean that they have originated in a certain place and then traversed the peninsula, moved to extensive regions in the peninsular India, or perhaps there was extensive network of exchanges. And the presence of the horse also proves that there must have been extensive exchange, because horse was the main agent of transport in those times. Then these megalithic burials were found in the vicinity of fertile lands, and sometimes Roman imperial coins were also found in these burial sites. So one never can uh, estimate how extensive the network of exchanges could have been. So it is found from all these archaeological evidences that multiple vibrant cultures in various parts of the subcontinent existed in the second and the first millennium BC. And therefore, this idea, the fact that the and multiple cultures existed, it negates the idea of scattered primitive cultures that were pushed to the periphery when a superior culture comes to establish itself. So there is no invasion of a superior culture which had uh, sidetracked these primitive scattered cultures. Rather, it indicates that vibrant cultures existed in different parts of the subcontinent. And the location of the second urbanization from the Indus Plain, the Harappan cities were the location of the first urbanization. And however, there was the second urbanization in the Ganges Plain. And this excavations, more excavations in the Ganges region, and excavations on a horizontal scale uh, could perhaps point to the process of change in the nature and formal plan of cities which took place in the mature stage. So, and there is also, however, literary evidence about the mature period of urbanism in the Ganges region. So we find that the second urbanization which happened in the Ganges plain has vast differences from those of the Indus plain. And this could have been partly because of environmental differences, but also could be due to economic functions of the cities and their political roles. So this is how we come to the end of this text. And this text tells us how the our ancestors have emerged, our ancestors who are our antecedents, they have emerged from prehistoric times, from the first stage, the Paleolithic, the Old Stone Age, to the Mesolithic, the Middle Stone Age, then the Neolithic, the New Stone Age, and here where the main uh, mm, building material was stone for different kinds of implements and tools. And then we come to the Chalcolithic period where the use of copper comes, and then later iron. So this text tells us how the Harappan cities had emerged, how the urban centers, the cities had perfect planning systems, and then the the complexity in economic activities developed from hunter-gatherer to agriculture and livestock breeding, and then later we come to also craftsmanship, trade, etc. So and also what kind of crops were grown depending on the geographical conditions of the regions and other environmental factors. Then, along with production, how social structures have come up, social stratification had come up, the the clan system, then village hierarchies, chiefdoms, etc. And then we find, other than the Indus Valley region, simultaneously there existed similar sites, both Neolithic and Chalcolithic, in other different parts of the subcontinent, Indian subcontinent. The Ganges region, the northern Indo-Gangetic plain to eastern India, as well as in the southern region. So the disposal of the dead was very different. The megalithic burials were different from those found in the Harappan sites, and these point to their to what kind of belief systems they had. Yet all this archaeological evidence are need to be concretized more to give further excavations are required to prove clearly the beliefs of these people, and also how the links are established between the different multiple cultures which existed in different parts of the subcontinent. So this in this particular text, the author talks about the need for further research, for further excavations, so as to find answers to so many questions which are yet to be answered. Thank you.